recorded.
See, connection establishment with type 2 driver and type 4 drivers. Both you have seen. Already given steps to develop database application. Steps to develop database application. Steps to develop database application. What is the first step? What is the first step? Loading a JDBC driver. Second step, establishing a connection. Establishing a connection. Third step, performing the task. Performing the task. Fourth step, closing a connection. Okay. Loading a JDBC driver, establishing a connection, performing the task, and closing a connection. These 4 steps you need to follow. Okay. Loading a JDBC driver, establishing connection. These 2 steps you studied. By using type 2 driver you studied. By using type 4 driver you studied. Type 3 driver I'll explain in further sessions. Because type 3 driver, if you want to use middleware system compulsory. That means one server software we have to install. That is further sessions I'll cover. Now today onwards you are going to see performing the task. See, after establishing a connection, performing the task. After establishing connection. So connection program you studied. With edit plus I explained, and just after one more program or 1 or 2 programs I'll start using Eclipse. Okay, with Eclipse you have to learn advanced Java. Core Java without Eclipse, advanced Java with Eclipse you have to learn. See, see, connection establishment code you have seen. That is just the program already you have seen. Just I'll ask questions, give me answer. Okay. Now, first of all, loading a JDBC driver. Loading a JDBC driver. Which method we use? For name method. For name method in which class? Class. That is instance method or class method? Class method. So how to call? Class dot for name. How many parameter it takes? 1 parameter. Which type? String type. That's what double quotes. Now we are going to use type 4 driver only. Type 2 stop to use, already told. Type 4 only we are going to use. After a few days, type 3 also I'll show you. Type 1 outdated. Type 2 stop to use. That's what type 4, type 3 only we have to use. Type 3 till I didn't explain. That's what we have to go for type 4. Now what is a type 4 driver class for Oracle database? Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. This is type 4 driver loading. Loading a driver completed. Establishing a connection. For establishing connection, what is the method? Get connection. Get connection method in which class? Driver manager class. What is the return type? Connection. How to write? Connection con equal to driver manager dot get connection. Here get connection is instance method or class method? Class method. That's what class name. Driver manager dot get connection. How many parameters? 3 parameter. Which type? String type. 1, 2, 3. This string is URL. What is the URL? JDBC colon Oracle colon thin colon at localhost colon 1521 colon XC. Here, what is JDBC? Protocol. What is Oracle? Sub protocol. What is thin? Logical name. What is localhost? Domain name. What is 1521? Port number. What is XC? Service ID. Okay. On this line, no need to do research. This knowledge enough on this line. Okay. That is just accessing purpose we use. After that, username. In my system, username is system. In my system, password is manager. After this, system dot out dot println connection established. Connection established successfully. Now these two methods will throw exception. How to handle? Try catch blocks. So try open brace. After this, close brace, catch, exception, E. It will handle all the exceptions. System dot err dot println E. Okay. Now connection interface and driver manager class in which package? SQL. Is it required to import? Yes. Java dot SQL dot star. Now this class in which package? Lang package. Is it required to import? No. Now this is you have seen. This is connection establishment program you have seen. File, save. After this, I'll compile. One minute. See, command prompt. I'll open command prompt. Here. CD slash. I stored in C drive. So C drive Java C demo.java. Program successfully compiled. Java demo. We are getting class not found exception. Why we are getting this one? Class path required. Now I'll set permanently. How to set class path permanently? Note down. Permanent class path setting. Permanent class path setting. Permanent class path setting. This I didn't explain. Okay. Note down. Temporary class path I given. It is permanent class path. See, write it. Open File Explorer. Next. Right click on this PC. Click on Properties. Click on Advanced System Settings. Open File Explorer. Right click on this PC. Click on Properties. Click on Advanced System Settings. Open File Explorer. Right click on this PC. Click on Properties. Click on Advanced System Settings. Open File Explorer, right click on this PC, click on Properties, click on Advanced System Settings. I'll show you, just you see. Say, first of all, you have to open File Explorer. This is File Explorer. See, it is File Explorer. Now, right click on this PC. click on properties. Here click on advanced system settings. You will get this window. In this window, advanced tab, environment variables button. Write it. Click on advanced tab. Click on advanced tab. Click on environment variables button. Click on environment variables button. Click on environment variables button. This all you have to follow. It is permanent class path setting. Once if you set class path, n number of JDBC programs you can write, you can run. You will not get error. Okay, permanent. That is whatever I explained last class. That is temporary class path. Once if you close the window, that is vanished. It is permanent. Okay. So here click on environment variables button. Here you observe user variables, system variables. What is the difference? I'll explain. User variables and system variables. Here class path variable already present. Then you have to click on edit button. If the class path variable not present, you have to click on new button. If the class path variable present, then select the class path variable, click on edit button. If this class path variable is not there, you have to click on new button. That is I'll give. Note down. If the class path variable, already present, then select the class path variable. If the class path variable already present, then select the class path variable. If the class path variable already present, then select the class path variable and click on edit button. If the class path variable already present, then select the class path variable and click on edit button. See here, class path variable already present. I'm going to click on edit button. Here, click on new button and you can paste that jar file location. Now click on new button. Next, edit button. After that, click on edit button. Click on new button now. Click on new button. Copy the following. Copy the following. In my system, whatever is there, I'll show you. C drive, Oracle XC, app, Oracle product 11.2.0, server, JDBC, lib. Write this one. OJDBC 6_G.jar and paste it. Then the one, click on OK button. Permanent class path setting. permanent class path setting. See, open File Explorer, right click on this PC, click on Properties, click on Advanced System Settings, click on Advanced tab, click on Environment Variables button. If the class path variable already present, then select the class path variable and click on Edit button. If the class path variable is not there, that is also I'll give. And click on Edit button, click on New button, copy and paste it. Click on OK button. See here, environment variable, class path variable, edit button, new, paste. Okay, 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 over. Okay, click on OK buttons. 3 times is there, 3 times. Now, this is permanent class path setting. Okay, now I'll explain just once again. See, once again, just see your written notes. Just you observe. See, open File Explorer, right click on this PC, click on Properties, click on Advanced System Settings. Here, Advanced tab, Environment Variables, Class Path Variable. Click on Edit button, click on New button. Here, paste. You already pasted. That's what I'll click Cancel. Like this, you can do. Suppose class path variable is not present. Suppose I said here condition. If the class path variable already present, I said, suppose class path variable is not present. Write it. If the class path variable is not present, then click on New button, type variable name path and type variable value is type variable name path and type variable value is this one. If the class path variable is not present, then click on New button. If the class path variable is not present, then click on New button, type variable name, class path this is. Type variable name class path and type variable value is this one. And click on OK buttons. If the class path variable is not present, then click on New button, type variable name class path and type variable value is this one and click on OK buttons. What is the difference between a user variable, class variable? Also I'll explain, because further this type of class path settings many comes. That's what you have to learn very depth about this. Core Java only one time, very first time you are setting path. Second time onwards you are writing program, compiling, running. First class to last class same path. But here many path settings comes. That's what you have to learn very depth. Okay. Now once again I'll show you. Listen. After writing class path variables, you need to learn very depth. That path setting, class path setting also you should learn. Many people they are unable to set the path. Many people they are unable to set the class path. It's happening. If you want to access software path, If you want to access library, class path. Now driver is on class. That driver path, nothing but class path. Driver is a class. JDK is a software. If you want to access JDK, path required. But a driver is a class. That class, if you want to access, class path required. Library, if you want to access, class path. Software, if you want to access, path. Now it is class path. Okay. So once again see. First, open File Explorer. So this is called File Explorer. Okay. It is called File Explorer. Say File Explorer. Now open File Explorer. In a File Explorer, right click on this PC. Right click on this PC. Click on Properties. Here, click on Advanced System Settings. Click on Advanced tab. Click on Environment Variables button. Here, class path variable, if already present, select this class path. Then click on Edit button. Click on New button. Here, paste. And click OK button. Already pasted. That's what I'll click Cancel. Here already given, cancel. Suppose class path variable not there. Click on Environment Variables button. Click on New button. Here, variable name, class path. Variable value, that is you can paste. Like this. Now you have to click on OK button. But already present. That's what I'll click on Cancel. But a class path variable already is there. By mistake, if you click New button, what will be happen is it will override. That whatever already is there, that is vanished. It will be overridden. That is the reason. If the class path variable, if it is present, click on Edit button. If the class path variable is not present, click on New button. Okay. Class path variable, if it is present, select the class path variable, click on Edit button, click on New button, paste. After that, OK buttons. Class path variable is not there. Click on New button, type variable name class path, type variable value, whatever that jar file, click on OK buttons. But what's the difference between user variables and system variables? See, user variables for admin, system variables. Like this we have. Here, user variables, system variables. On Windows. Now here one user is there. One user. Say the user name is admin. This type of users. Can we create one more? No? It is possible. You can create more than one user. That is Windows operating system user. Okay. So more than one user we can create. Generally, when we'll create this type of users, suppose your laptop accessed by you also, your family members also. Assume your laptop, you are accessing, your family members also accessing. But you are learning Java. They are not learning Java. Okay. Now, what purpose they are accessing? Some entertainment purpose they are accessing. But you are learning. Okay. Then what you will do generally? Two users will create. One user for you, one user for your family members. Because if your username only, if you give, they may delete your settings. They may change your settings. Then while learning, you will face a problem because they do not know what exactly path also, class path also is all. They may delete or they may modify some settings may be changed. That is the reason you will create two users. One user for you, one user for your family members. With that, what will happen? Suppose your username is ABC. Your family member's username is XYZ. Assume. Then whenever you open here, whenever you open environment variables, here, user variables for ABC, like that comes. User variables for XYZ, like that appears. See, in my system, user variables for admin. So my username is admin here. Now, user variables for ABC, user variables for XYZ, like that appears. If you log in with ABC user variables for ABC. If you log in with XYZ user variables for XYZ appears. But these system variables are there, no? Both the places appears. For ABC user also same variables. XYZ user also same user, same variables. But these variable names are particular user only appears. Okay. Suppose your username ABC, your family member's name username XYZ. Now your Java path, C language path, other software Oracle path, this all will be there. XYZ user, if you open, it doesn't appears anything, nothing. Because you settle this all, it appears. XYZ user not there, nothing appears. But these system variables are there, no? Common to all. For all users appears because that is Windows operating system paths. Okay. Now better to go for user variables. System variables also class path is there. You see, system variable also path is there. So many paths are there. By mistake, if any path or if any class path, if it is deleted here, next time that Windows operating system also may or may not will be started. If that deleted path is related to Windows, that is the reason don't touch these variables, system variables. If you are familiar with operating system, whatever you want, you can do. If you are not familiar, don't touch. Okay. If any class path is deleted here, that class path, if it is related to Windows operating system, next time Windows also may or may not will be opened. Okay. That's what, don't touch system variables. If you are familiar with operating system, whatever you want, you can do. If you are not familiar, use user variables only. If you delete all also here, nothing will happen. Your Windows works. Because here we do not have Windows path. Other software paths only appears. Windows paths are here only. Windows related path settings are here. Okay. Now, what is the difference is user variables are specific to user. System variables are common to all users. Note, user variables are specific to user, whereas system variables are common to all users. User variables are specific to user. System variables are specific to system variables are common to all users. User variables are specific to user, whereas system variables are common to all users. So username, whatever you want, you can write. Here username admin. Access privilege also admin is possible. Username variable name, whatever you want, you can write. Now, user variables are specific to user, whereas system variables are common to all users. Okay. User variables are specific to user, whereas system variables are common to all users. One system may be used by many people. At the time we'll create to protect our user data. Suppose in a lab, one system may be used by many people. At the time, you can create your own user. You can protect your data. They cannot change your settings. If you write username, password, while login only, username, password, if you enter, that your data protected. Because example, lab system may be used by many people. What are the programs you written? What are the settings you given? If you want to protect your data, you can create users. Username, password, you can remember every time you have to log in with password. Like that, you can protect your data. That purpose, user variable, system variable. Okay. Now, this is about class path setting, permanent class path setting. Now, every day that error we are getting. Now I given permanent. Now you will not get that error. It will work. See, if I compile and run, see, we got error. Compilation already done. Runtime, we got error. Again, I'll run. Now, again, same error comes. But class path I given, but still you'll get error. Reason, this window already opened before setting class path. Okay. The effect will be shown for new window. This is already opened window. So before class path setting only this window opened. That's what That effect you cannot see. You have to close this window. Again, you have to open. See, command prompt, run as administrator. Here, cd slash, now Java demo. 1 minute. Here, that I didn't give an jar file. OGDBC 6_g.jar. Okay. Okay. Now you observe CMD, run as administrator, click on S button, cd slash, now Java demo. See, connection established successfully. Okay. Now everyday connection establishment is required. Everyday connection establishment is required. Every program. Here, this program. In this program, still, if you have any doubt, you can ask in this program, because every day this connection required. Any doubts? Type 2 driver also, type 4 driver also same, only URL different. Any doubts are there? Okay. See how to get port number. See, port number is C drive, Oracle XE, app, Oracle, product 11.2.0, server, network, admin, tnsnames.org file. You have to open. Here, port number 1521. This is port number 1521. Okay. That 99% you'll get a 1521 only. Okay. After getting a class path also, still you are getting error, means that class path mistake only. That is, if small letter, capital letter also error, and a path if you give wrong also error comes. Same error comes. Okay. Now, this port number you can change, but don't change. It is possible to change, but don't change. Now, Enterprise Edition also 1521 will be there, but if you install, uninstall, that port number may be changed. Okay, may be changed. Now, here different Oracle versions, different path will be there. That's what I'll solve. That is lab faculty number I'll give, and even system admin number I'll give, admin and details I'll give. Videos also I'll provide. Present today admin is not joined, so I'll give videos tomorrow class. Okay, recorded videos, whatever previous classes recorded videos I'll give, batch admin I'll give, lab faculty details I'll give. Online students, no need to worry about installation, no need to worry about path settings. Okay, we'll take care of everything, no need to worry. See, up to here, just connection establishment you studied. Connection establishment you studied. Okay, now performing the task. How to perform the task? How to perform the task? We'll see. Okay. For after establishing connection, with this connection, we can call methods. With that, we can perform the task. What we have to do, we'll see. Connection library required. Now, at the command prompt, if you want to see the connection profile, what we have to write? Java P, java.sql.connection. Okay. Now, after establishing connection, with this connection only we can perform the task. After establishing the connection, we can perform the task. This library required. If you want to see the profile, this is enter. See, so many methods are appearing now. Now, here present all not required. Whatever required, I'll give. This one, I'll redirect. If I write one greater than symbol, it is called redirection operator. One file name I'll write. then all will be redirected to file. So whatever is displayed now, that is stored in file. This is teaching purpose. I'm using, for you not required. Now I'll open that notepad a.txt. Then whatever is displayed in the command prompt, that will be shown. Okay, this is complete profile of connection interface. Present 3 methods required. That is, I'll give, remaining I'll delete. Now methods. Now here I'll remove package names java.sql. Here java.sql, see, again and again is there, I'm removing. Here java.sql, java.lang, here java.sql, java.lang, okay. Now here depends upon our task, we have to select the method. How to select, I'll explain. First of all, as it is write it. Your other problems I'll solve end of the session. End of the session I'll clarify your doubts. Okay. Now first write it. Now after establishing connection, these all required. Just as it is write it, I'll explain. As it is write it. Online students, if any doubts are there, write it in your notebook. End of the session, I'll give time for doubts. At the time you can ask. First listen the class. These all note down. From today onwards, you need to put more efforts because programming. As it is write it, everything. Is it over? Now I'll ask some questions, give me answer. What is the first method name? What is that? Create statement. Okay. Second method name? Prepare statement. Third method name? Prepare call. Okay. First method return type statement. Second method return type prepared statement. Third method return type callable statement. Say already given it is interface. It is also interface. It is also interface. It is also interface. But in core Java, while learning, maximum times what you studied, return type integer, character, float, like that you studied. Return type class also, return type interface also, return type array also. Any type possible. Okay. So integer, character, float, these all not appears in advanced Java. Return type class only, return type interface only. Reference type only appears all. Okay. After establishing a connection with that connection interface reference, we can call this method, we can call this method, we can call this method. So once if the connection is established, here in this program already established, connection established. With this connection reference, can I call these methods? These methods can I call? Yes. But when we have to select this method, when we have to select this method, when we have to select this method required. Now, return type, based on return type, what's the difference between statement, prepared statement, callable statement? That knowledge required. Then you can select. So, before going to this one, first, what is statement? Write it. Statement interface. Statement interface. Statement interface. It is used to execute. It is used to execute static SQL queries. It is used to execute static SQL queries. It is used to execute static SQL queries. See, it is used to execute static SQL queries. But what is static SQL query? That is how to explain. Next, prepared statement interface. Prepared statement interface. It is used to execute dynamic SQL queries. It is used to execute dynamic SQL queries. It is used to execute dynamic SQL queries. It is used to execute PLSQL programs. It is used to execute static SQL queries. It is used to execute dynamic SQL queries. It is used to execute PLSQL programs. First of all, how many people learning Oracle or even completed also? Learning and Oracle completed. Just raise your hands. Okay. Online students also raise your hand. How many people learning and completed? Completed student also okay. Learning also okay. Say majority students you learning, still learning also okay. Now, even those who didn't learn Oracle, those who didn't start learning Oracle, okay, not a problem. You can understand advanced Java class, but while developing projects, compulsory SQL, PLSQL. like Oracle class you have to attend compulsory. Okay, either now if it is possible, now itself you continue Oracle batch, or after advanced Java also you can continue, but compulsory you have to learn. Advanced Java class, myself I'll teach, whatever I'll teach you'll understand. It is possible, but for developing project, compulsory you have to attend Oracle. You have to learn Oracle. Okay, SQL, PL/SQL queries required, compulsory. Now my class you'll understand how to perform the task with database, but at last you have to learn. Compulsory one database knowledge required. That is best option is Oracle. Okay, so still those who didn't join Oracle class, join Oracle class also, learn. It is compulsory. Okay, later also you can learn. You can understand advanced Java class, possible. Now here, after establishing a connection, say this program you have studied, with this connection established, with this program connection established, we got a connection reference. Using this connection reference, we can call these three methods. We can call, if we call this method, statement comes. If we call this method, prepared statement comes. If we call this method, callable statement comes. Now, what is the difference between statement, prepared statement, callable statement? If you want to execute static SQL queries, statement required. Dynamic SQL queries, prepared statement required. PL/SQL programs, callable statement required. Here, static, dynamic. Just no need to write now. I'll explain with that separate diagrams. I'll give separate queries. I'll give with that. I'll explain one by one. Present just understanding purpose. Suppose one table is there. Student table is there. In the table, I want to insert the record. We'll write one SQL query. Insert into student values. Roll number, name of the student, marks of the student, we'll write. Now, this is called one SQL query. This is called one SQL query. Insert into student values. It is table name. In that, these all I'm going to insert. Roll number, name, marks. Okay. Now, if you write a query like this, it is called static. Suppose if you write question mark, question mark, question mark, it is called dynamic. So without values, dynamic. With values, static. Some situation dynamic required, some situation static required. Depends upon situation. Suppose further what you will do, you will learn like this. Registration form. This is registration form. This registration form here, details, first name, last name, username, password, like this. Some details you'll enter, username, first name, last name, address, mobile number, mail ID, you'll enter. Okay, like this, address, password, so many things you'll enter. At last, you'll click on submit button. It is on submit button. Okay, what you'll do, you'll enter first name, last name, username, password, address, mobile number, mail ID, so many things you'll enter. When you click on submit button, this data you want to store permanently in a database. In that situation, we use dynamic. In a program, we won't write values. We are typing dynamically. So in that situation, we'll write query like this. Some situation, values will write in the program only. Depends upon situation. Maximum times, values you are going to type dynamically. In that situation, dynamic SQL query required. If you want to execute dynamic SQL query, we require prepared statement interface. Prepared statement interface, if you want to get this method, you have to call. This method, if you want to call, first connection required. Got it? I want to insert data permanently in a database. But to insert the data I'll type dynamically. Dynamically, you have to receive, you have to store in query. That query, if you execute, it is going to be stored in database. For that, prepared statement required. For getting that one, this method you have to call. If you want to call this method, connection reference required, because that is instance method. Object or object reference compulsory. So object reference already present. With that you can call. So here, if you want to execute static SQL queries, statement required. If you want to get a statement, this method you have to call. For calling this method, connection reference required. If you want to execute dynamic SQL query, this interface required. If you want to get this interface, this method you have to call. For calling this method, connection interface required. Already we got a connection. If you want to execute PLSQL programs, SQL queries, we can write inside the procedure. That is called PLSQL. That procedures and functions, if you want to execute, callable statement required. For getting callable statement, this method you have to call. For calling this method, connection required. That means at last connection required first. If you have a connection, you can perform task. If you don't have a connection, you cannot perform any task. Connection is compulsory. After establishing connection only, we can perform the task. If you want to perform the task, you need to select which type of task you are going to perform. Based on that, these methods you have to select. Now, what I'll do, first, one program I'll explain with a static SQL query. One program I'll explain dynamic SQL query. One program I'll explain PLSQL program. Later, any static SQL query, any dynamic Java programs are same. Oracle SQL query is only different. Like that you are going to learn. First of all, already connection established. We got a connection. With that connection, first this one I'll explain. Next this one I'll explain. Next this one I'll explain. First this one. Okay. Now after establishing connection, connection reference dot create statement I'll call. Then we'll get a statement. But after getting statement, the statement interface reference comes. After getting this reference, statement interface methods you can call. That means again statement profile required. Here, no logic, nothing, only library. Advanced Java, first program onwards up to last program, you should know library. Then only you can write programs. Okay. Here, no logic, nothing. Logic, everything present in the library. The library you have to access. Okay. Now, this statement interface methods required. Now, again, what you have to do? Java P, java.sql.statement. These many methods. But which method required, how to select all those things, as a beginner, not possible. I'll give follow. After getting some knowledge, you'll understand. That is later I'll discuss. Present, which method required, I'm going to give. How to call core Java. Okay. And now, this interface required. In this interface, how many methods are there? See, every method, every interface, every class, hundreds of methods will be there. But all not required. See, Java P, this is, I'll copy to a file. This file I'll open. Now, here, again present three methods required. Again, three methods required. Here, any doubt? Which one? Anybody ask a doubt? Okay. See, here, execute. Now, whatever required, I'll place here. First execute required. Next execute update required. Next execute query required. Now, remaining I'll delete. Not required. Present not required. Now, here also, present I'll remove package names. Java.lang. Okay. Here java.sql. Again java.lang. Java.sql. Again java.lang. Java.sql. Here java.sql. Write this one. I'll explain what is the difference also you have to learn. Just as it is, write it. After establishing a connection, if we call create statement method, you'll get a statement. After getting statement, these methods. Once if you know library, writing program is nothing. Very simple. But what's the difference between these three methods you should learn? Okay. See, execute method. Noted. It is suitable to execute. It is suitable to execute DDL queries. It is suitable to execute DDL queries. DDL stands for, do you know DDL? What is it? Data definition language. Data definition language. Examples: create, alter, drop, dash dash, etc. Create, alter, drop, dash dash, etc. Execute method. It is suitable to execute DDL queries. DDL stands for data definition language. Examples: create, alter, drop, dash dash, etc. Execute update method. It is used to execute DML queries. DML stands for data manipulation language. Examples: insert, update, delete, dash dash, etc. insert, update, delete, dash dash, etc. So DML stands for data manipulation language. Insert, update, delete, dash dash, etc. One more method is execute query. It is used to execute DQL queries. DQL stack. It is suitable to execute. Okay, write it. DQL stands for data query language. Example, select. Select is comes under DML also. DML also you can call, but here I given separate. Data query language. Only select. Data query language. Okay. Now this select query, it comes under DML also. Okay, I given separate here. Now here any query with any method possible, but best option execute method DDL query is best one. Execute update method DML is best option. Execute query DQL is best option. Why it is best? You'll understand while writing program. Okay. Suppose one by one I'll explain. Now first task. What is our task is creating table. I want to create one table. First task I'll give diagram. Is it over? Writing is over. Okay. Now my task is I want to create one table in a Oracle database through Java application. See, Java application, Oracle database. Okay. Now from Java application, I'll send SQL request to get SQL response. SQL response. Now see, Java application, Oracle database. Now this Java application and Oracle database, I'm going to connect with type 4 driver. Because I already told type 1 driver outdated. Type 2 driver stop to use. 1 and 2 not required. 1 and 2 not required. Third and fourth required. When we have to use third, when we have to use 4, I given explain. When we have to use third, more than one database. More than one database is third. One database is there, 4. Third till I didn't explain. Present with 4 only you'll see all programs. Okay. Now Java application and Oracle database, I'll connect with type 4 driver. After connecting one SQL query, I'll pass. Then it is going to be executed here. Now here one student table I'll create. This SQL request query comes to create a table. It is going to be created here. Here database cannot understand Java. Database can understand only one language, SQL. So SQL queries you have to write. Suppose it is roll number, name of the student, marks of the student. While creating a table, type you have to specify. Type Oracle data type you have to specify. Suppose this is number type. Number maximum 3 digits. Number 3. This name varchar 2. Varchar 2. Varchar 2. 10 characters maximum. Marks again number. Number 3. All right. So I'm going to create one table. The table name is student. The table contains 3 fields. This field type is number 3. This field type is varchar to 10. This field type is number 3. So number is a data type in Oracle database. Varchar 2 is a data type in Oracle database. Okay. It is maximum 3 digits. Here maximum 10 characters. Here maximum 3 digits. Like that I given. This is my task. Okay. Write this one. This is first task. Is it over? Now I'll ask some questions. Give me answer. Okay. Now we are going to create table. We are going to create table. Now creating table. What is a SQL query? We'll write 1 minute. Now this creating table SQL query. What we are write? Create table name. Okay. After this, roll number 3, name varchar to 10, marks number 3. That's it. This is SQL query. Okay. See, create. We are creating table. We are creating table. Which table? Student table. In that, roll number, name, marks. These 3 fields. Roll number, number type. Name, varchar to type. Marks, number type. This is Oracle data types. Oracle data types. If it is MySQL, data types different. If it is SQL Server, data types different. But almost SQL queries are same. Data types are different in different databases, and SQL queries are almost same appears. Okay. So this is SQL. This is SQL, structured query language. Okay. Now Is it static query or dynamic query or prepared PLSQL program? This is static query. Static query, if you want to execute, which interface required? Which interface required? Statement interface required. For getting statement interface reference, which method you have to call? Which method you have to call? Which method? Prepare, create statement. Create statement. This method you have to call. Okay. Now that is static SQL query. Static SQL query. Dynamic SQL query means question marks will be there. That is static SQL query. Static SQL query, if you want to execute, statement interface required. For getting statement interface, which method you have to call? Create statement. Create statement method, if you want to call, which interface reference required? Connection. Because it is a member of connection. Connection already we got. With that connection, can I call create statement? Yes. What will get it? Statement. After getting statement, can I call statement methods? Now create query. Is it DDL query or DML query or DQL query? DDL query. DDL query means which is best? Execute method. So this method you have to call. This method, if you call, it returns true or false. Table created or not. Created means true, not created means false. But if you select this method, return type integer. If you select this method, result set. That is the reason this is suitable. Now any query with any method you can call, but don't call. You follow guidelines, rules and guidelines. That is only JDBC. Okay. Now this method we have to call. This parameter is it is nothing but query. This is nothing but SQL query. The query we have to write here. SQL query. So that string is we have to write SQL query as a parameter. SQL query as a parameter. So in a Java program only we have to write SQL query. Then when I run Java, SQL passed to database. Then database side executed. Then table created. Because database doesn't know Java. Java program, if you run, SQL query passed to run. Java runtime environment, it knows Java. It doesn't know SQL. It will send to Oracle. Oracle side executed. So in a program, two language code we are going to write. Java code, SQL code. Java code executed under JRE, Java runtime environment. SQL query passed to database. SQL query executed under database environment. Like that, it will run. That is, you will see tomorrow class. Okay. Core Java, whatever you studied, you prepare and come. Core Java. Core Java knowledge only important. What is interface? What is the use of interface? Whatever you studied, abstract method, is all you prepare and come. For tomorrow class, that knowledge required. Okay. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Online student, just wait 5 minutes. I'll clarify your doubts. Online student, just wait. Clarify your doubts. One by one, I'll clarify your doubts. Just wait. One by one, I'll clarify. Inserting the data type is Oracle data type, that is. Next, yeah, videos I'll share. Today admin is not joined, so tomorrow I'll share videos. Okay. I'll explain connection interface methods in tomorrow class. Okay. Port number will be 1521 on all versions. All versions same will be there. Yeah, SQL data types will be, number will be there. That is Oracle data type. Different language, different databases, different will be there. Okay. Actually, admin is not feeling well. That's what.
It didn't respond. Yeah. Tomorrow, today it didn't join also. Admin is not feeling well. So that's what it didn't join. Tomorrow, we'll give videos. I'll share. Yeah, recording videos. I'll share. Yeah, steps. Tomorrow class, I'll explain about pro program again. Integer data type you cannot use because Oracle data type number you can write. Global name ORCL you have to write if it is like this. Ishwar. Yeah, if it is like this, you write ORCL only. No need to write complete. Yeah, admin not feeling well. That's what he didn't respond. Network adapter error means you have to uninstall, you have to install. No, abstract keyword. That is tomorrow I'll explain. Tomorrow I'll explain. Oracle 19C also continue. Okay. Videos I'll share in Google Classroom also. Google Classroom link also will get it. Yeah, these all I'll repeat again tomorrow. These recorded videos also will get it. No need to worry. See, Vishnu Sagar, you written Oracle colon JDBC colon Oracle dot, that is Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot your right. Oracle 19C 21C in downloads folder DB home folder will be there. DB home folder. Mac OS I have no idea. Just check in Google or YouTube, you'll get it. System admin number, batch, lab faculty number, everything I'll share. Don't worry, don't worry. Just 1-2 days you wait, I'll share. Array list comes under core Java. Not found symbol connections properly, you're right. Up to today class, you'll get a recorded videos. Not up to today, up to tomorrow class also you'll get a recorded videos. No need to worry. Or date also possible, SQL date. DQL and TCL, DDL, DML, these all many are there. Tomorrow class link also same, no change. Yes, relation between statement, connection, these all in tomorrow class I'll explain. Tomorrow class. Class path will be different for every version. Java P not recognized means you need to set the path to JDK bin. If you want to learn framework class, at least solid's knowledge little bit required. Okay. Yeah, recorded videos I'll provide. Don't worry. Up to today class I'll provide. Don't worry. Oracle free software is there, paid software is there. Both are there. Yeah, execute method later tomorrow you'll see, not completed. Just I give an introduction today. Public is there, we can access, otherwise we cannot access. Mails every 4-5 days I'm giving a replay. Connection different from different databases, only URL, your address, these all will be different. After solids topic introduction, you can join in framework class. Present not possible. Same link tomorrow. Class not found means that is only class path setting only. Technical analyst also, that it depends upon company designation will be there. Nature of job may be different. This oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver does not exist means class path problem only. Singleton class nothing but only one object creating. Like anonymous class, nothing but local class, inner class. You are getting could not find load or demo means you need to set the JDK lib folder. Class path you have to set for JDK lib. Core Java videos are not available. Advanced Java videos are only starting only. Further they won't give. My contact number no use because maximum I'll be in a classroom only. That's what my mail ID. You can mail to my mail ID. Any doubt? Oracle software link also I'll share in Google Classroom. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see continuation. Yeah, I'll give a replay for every 4-5 days. I'll give a replay. I given replay just 2 days back, 3-4 days back. I given replay for all. Network adapter error means you have to uninstall your program, Oracle. Okay. Live project means you have to learn Spring Boot also. Class not found also, class path setting only. I'll give admin number, I'll give batch admin number, I'll give system admin number, I'll give lab faculty number, I'll give time, and even technical doubts you can mail to my mail ID. I'll give a replay. No need to worry about those all. Okay. You can start learning Spring when Solid's topic is started. Okay. We'll see continuation tomorrow.